What's up, guys? I am headed back to the Westminster show just south of LA. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here, but I wanted to check in with everyone and see exactly what people are feeling about the PSA suspension and if it's going to change their strategy with investing, with grading, and what the group submitters think as well, if it's going to affect what they do. My voice is a bit dry. I'm feeling a bit beat up, to be honest, so I wasn't gonna come out here, but at the last second I was like, you know what, I need to feel better, so how about I go to a card show to feel better versus just sulk and be negative. So let's hit the road. Welcome back. Now let's get to work. Yo, cut it. So I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Swear to God, I'll never fall in love. Then you showed up and I can't get enough of it. Looking for a girl like me, so you tell me that you're looking for a girl like me. Ah, you're looking for a girl like me. You know what's great is that I just discovered there is a park behind me, behind all this, and there are restrooms there that are open. So now I know I don't have to wear my Depends. I can just stroll up here, use the restroom, and then if there's an hour-long line, I'll be good to go. This is interesting. I'm walking up here and nothing, no line.
I'm probably going to hold off on grading. I'll try to get into HGA every week, which is only 5,000 subs, but I don't trust the other brands yet, you know? I think you gotta, if you have cards at PSA already, wait till those come back and try to sell some raw cards right now. But other than that, I think PSA's value is just too high right now, and I'm going to hold off for the 3 months until they come back.
So for me, I feel with the PSA shutting down, BGS, Beckett, they should get the immediate rush of business, but I feel like they're going to have the same similar situation where they're going to have to shut down too. And that's only going to mean that maybe CGC is next to get the influx of business. So I think it's going to be a domino effect, but what could happen is that PSA, maybe when they catch up, they're open. So I think they're going to take turns just kind of sharing the load and getting the business.
So I've sent most of my cards into grading with PSA. Most of the stuff I've ripped and shipped pretty much. With PSA stopping their grading, I'm not going to switch over to another company just because it's cheaper or more like, I guess, attractive. I really like Beckett because, you know, their stuff kind of compares. If it's a 10, it'll sell more than a PSA 10. The only thing that I don't really like about them is the communication. If I email PSA today, they'll email me back tomorrow. So I'm kind of just holding off on the PSA thing. I'll go back into it July, just hold the raw that I have. I'm not going to get into HGA or SGC or anything else. So I think people don't really know what to do with the raw market right now. LaMelo Revolution base sold yesterday for $305. The one before that sold for $200. So I mean, I don't really sell raw unless it's like a cheaper card. But I brought this for $200 because if somebody's gonna pay $200 for it, I'm gonna sell it. I'm not gonna hold that and wait a year to sell it for, I don't know, say it's worth $150 as a 10. I'd rather sell that raw right now. So I think people are kind of confused on the raw market right now, which could be good in the long run.
It was absolutely necessary, and I thought it was going to be done back in December when the shit first hit the fan. As far as my personal take on what I'm going to do regarding it, nothing. I'm just going to wait and be patient and stockpile my cards, and when it's time to send them in, I'll send them in. And I'll know at that point I'm going to have to wait again. But it really wasn't fair to keep making people wait. The people that already had cards there, they needed to get their stuff back.
I think in the short term, it might have some effects on that. I think people that are scalpers, right? People trying to buy and flip boxes. I think the demand might decrease on that. You might start finding more things available at stores. I mean, I think we're already starting to see packs and, you know, some limited boxes appear in stores like Target and Walmart. But, you know, I think for investors, really, I think, you know, it's going to be a great buying opportunity. So, you know, once those prices do dip, once you are able to start getting things for retail again, that's a great buying opportunity. I think, you know, personally for me, like, I would stock up on those things. I'm not going to change any of my buying habits. I'm sorry?
Stock up on raw cards?
Stock up on raw cards, yeah. So, I mean, especially if those prices start dipping. So if they stay the same, I mean, I'll shop for them the same as normal, but if people start trying to unload them because they're scared they can't get them graded, then, yeah, like, buy them up.
I think that's a great thing, because you can either send your cards to PSA right now, and they're going to sit in there for 3 to 6 months, or you can wait for 3 months, keep the cards in your possession, then send them in. It's going to help the entire process of PSA work much better. I don't think SGC is going to step up to the plate because they're not high quality. I just had an SGC slab here. It was garbage. The label's falling off. They're not high quality company, so PSA will always be the best.
Honestly, I kind of like it, but well, they have Super Express also, so that's like 2 to 3 days for us on drop off. But I mean, whatever they got to do to speed this shit up, man, because it's taking way too long, dude, with these 20 days and 45 days. People are waiting like a year for it, so. I mean, if this is going to help the process for the cars to come back quicker, I'm all for it, you know?
As a group submitter, how does that change anything?
Yeah, we obviously get less submissions, but you just got to, you know, deal with it. So now, I actually do Beckett now, so I wasn't doing that before, so I'm doing that. So it's kind of, haven't been too bad, but you definitely lose a lot of work with that, you know?
Cool.
Because everyone's doing the 45 days, 20 days, so they can't do that no more. No one's trying to spend $370 or $300, you know, to create a card. So, but you know, if it speeds up the process, like I said, I'm all for it. You know, perfect. It's only 3 months.
I think it's going to make a lot of people make decisions. You know, for me personally, I was going to do a value sub, $20 a card. You know, get them back in a year. But it's looking like I might have to wait for July for that. But I'm also looking into HGA and CSG. Have to do some more research, but in terms of raw card prices also, I think the raw card prices are going to go down and the slabs will go up, especially 9s. I think 9s are very undervalued, PSA 9s, and I just think the demand for raw cards are going to dip a little bit.
Yo, what's up guys? I just made my first major purchase here from Steve. He hooked me up with this Kobe Bryant PSA 9 Topps rookie card. This was the same card I pulled when I was 12 years old in a card shop in the dollar bin. Now I'm paying 900 times the price, but well worth it at this price right here. Thanks, Steve. All right, guys. It is 1:30 p.m. and I'm finally leaving the card show. Yeah, it's funny because my voice is strained, my headache is returning, and the pain in my neck from straining it this morning is starting to come back. But when I was at the show, I was so overwhelmed by the energy and just the buzz about talking about cards and sports and strategies and theories and all that you forget about feeling under the weather or you know, having any bodily pain or anything negative in your life. So if you ever feel a bit down, then just head to a card show, because you might not feel like going because you feel lousy, but once you're there, you're gonna be happy that you went. And another shout out to Steve. Thanks again for the Kobe PSA 9. Again, this was the card that I picked up when I was 12 or 13 years old in a dollar bin at First in Sports Cards in Tampa, which is what I named my LLC after. So it's a very cool card. I think I got it at a great price, and I can't wait for next week. So pound that like button, follow everyone on Instagram and on YouTube, and I will see you next time.